Future Legends Podcast, episode 58.
Hey.
We had a lot of fights last night. Probably some would say too much. But before we break down all the fights, I just wanted to ask y'all how y'all feel about Ryder's season in America. Those who don't know, His Excellency, I don't like calling him that, but His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh, I think that's his name. He's just been buying everything. He bought golf. He bought some soccer leagues. He's buying boxing. I didn't think he was going to actually do it, but he partnered up with Golden Boy, partnered up with Top Rank. He already partnered up with Matchroom and Frank Warren's promotion. I forgot what it was called, but that's four major boxing promotions that has teamed up with him. So technically, he has enough money to make any fights he wants. So this was his first card in America. I just wanted y'all thoughts on. Said you could start off first about the presentation, the card, like how you felt about it.
I'm not gonna lie. There's potential behind it. Right now, no. Right now, what he's trying to do, it ain't gonna work. Cause I mean, as we saw last night, Big Baby Anderson, he fought a guy, I guess that thought he was either gonna run through or it's gonna be an even match, and dude was just too much for him. I just think right now them trying to match the best of the best. Like I said, it's not a bad idea. It's just bad timing. The best way to put it is bad timing. I think like 5 years from now, like maybe, or if they do it like the new up and coming guys, finding each other, that's great. But you can't, like I said, you can't like right now. Like I said, I told you. I think I misunderstood him when he said after that dude that beat Big Baby, they was already talking about the top heavyweights already.
Yeah,
it's like yo, he only beat Big Baby Anderson, bro. He didn't beat the number 3 or the number 2 guy in the world. Like the Big Baby still got a lot to learn. So yeah, he beat him, he stopped him. But you can't go from fighting Big Baby to thinking about fighting fucking Fury. Like that. Like I said, I see what they're trying to do with it, but it's just not gonna work for a lot of guys right now. A lot of these guys gonna end up drooling and having very, very short careers.
Very short. Yeah.
Like
they're gonna make money though.
They're gonna make money, but it's gonna be short. But it's like, what's the cost in it though? Like, are they gonna make money to spend it when they retire? Or are they gonna make money to pay for medical bills when they retire? So that's how I like the idea, because the best should fight the best, honestly speaking. But you can't have these new up and coming guys try to shoot for that number 1 and number 2 spot just yet. Like I say, if you're doing, like I say, if this guy's 10-0 and this other guy's 10-0 and you haven't fought each other, that's great. But this guy can't be 15-0 trying to fight somebody that's already 30-0 or whatever it is. Like, it's not gonna work out just yet, because the other guy's 30-0 already went through the developmental stage. He already fought this guy and that guy and this guy with power, this guy with speed, this guy that's good at body shots. He already understands the game. This guy that's 15-0 don't understand the game just yet. He's still getting a feel for it. It's like they're pushing these guys a little too fast. I just think they need to slow it down and just, I don't know, take like a page from like Bob Arum a little bit and just
develop the fighters.
Yeah, develop the fighters first, and then you can start setting the big fights. You know what I'm saying? Because what's another big fight they're trying to set up? Like even like them trying to set up like Crawford and Canelo. Like
we're gonna go into that in detail later.
That's a big fight, but why, man? What? Let's talk about Canelo versus Benavidez. I don't know, something else. Like, I don't know. I don't think they're doing they're listening to the fans, which is cool, but man, the fans are gonna have a lot of people drooling. Let's be honest.
Josh, how you feel about the card last night?
I felt it was cool. It didn't live up to its expectations, but I felt like the whole, like, just like how it looked and how they set it all up, I just feel like the money he had was different. Like, just like having them like when the main card came out and they had them lift like the platform up and you saw like the fireworks and stuff. It just felt like a show. Like, don't get me wrong, I did not like how the main event started like at 1 a.m. Like, like that was crazy. Like everybody was sleeping. But I feel like what Sid touched on is like that does like matter, like developing fighters, because you don't want something bad to happen to them. Like same thing we saw with Logan Paul. No, is it Jake Paul? Like when he had like the guy H2O. Yeah. And like you saw how good he is. He's flashy. He's really nice, but he wasn't ready for that step up. As we saw, like you saw him get knocked out.
I won't say he wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready because he was still beating the guy. He got caught, which every boxer get caught.
Nah.
He was.
You can't say that, Sid, because there's a lot of fighters that has worked their way up and they fought these dudes and they be like, all right, for this fight, I might not be able to knock out this guy. Let me box him because he got power. He didn't show no experience in the ring. He showed the same guy that you see on Instagram, the same guy posting sparring clips. He tried to do the same stuff in the fight.
Granted, I didn't. I'll be honest. I did miss that fight.
Yeah,
From
he
what
wasn't
the
ready
highlights
for
I
it.
was watching, he was doing what he was beating the guy.
You saw when Terrence Crawford was getting touched up, he started tightening up his guard.
Exactly.
He didn't.
Adjustments.
He didn't tighten up at all.
He didn't tighten up at all.
He
He
wasn't
was
ready
just
for it.
still like doing how he always
I
does.
thought he just got. I'll be honest. From what they showed, it looked like he just got caught. He just got caught.
I feel like it's just like to go on what you said about developing a fighter. It just, and the reason why I feel like Ashton wasn't ready. When you fight somebody with power, yeah, you got to show them that like, yo, I'm not afraid of you. But in your mind, you got to be like,
He
this
gotta
guy
tighten up.
can't knock me out. He didn't tighten up at all.
Yeah.
And there's no other fighter that, well, it's the fighters that they don't tighten up and the same thing happens. They get knocked out. Erickson Lubin, it happened to him where he's pushing these dudes too fast. It happens. Sometimes it's not the fighter's fault. Sometimes they're just the mandatory for the wrong champion. Where it's like, yo, you're the mandatory. You got to fight the best in the division. I know you want to be a champ so bad, but it's a big hill to climb.
Sometimes these guys been fighting the same way for so long. No matter who they fight, they just want to keep fighting that same way.
Because they're winning.
So
A
it's
lot of
like
time they winning. They
that's
don't
what's
have
hard to say. Like, oh, was he ready for it? It's like he could have fought anybody, and he probably would have still tried to fight the same way. Like you said, though, he's winning. He's probably sparring these top guys and looking good. Or I'm saying he's doing good in and outside the ring. So it's like for him, he's looking at, well, I got to tighten up.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
But it goes down. It goes down to the team.
Yeah, that's
the
what I was
team,
gonna say.
the
Then you have a
team,
bad team.
the
then.
coach.
And your promoter
Yeah.
is a part of your team.
Yeah.
Your promoter, your manager, the people that's allowing you to sign these fights, that's a part of your team.
They gotta let you know, like, yo, this is a hard hitter. You gotta fix this. You gotta fix that.
You can't just trust the fighter. The fighter gonna tell you they can beat anybody. Look
Yeah.
at Teofimo. He was saying year to Crawford when Crawford was walking past him. He was trying to bother him last night,
For
like
what?
on his
It's like, for
walkout.
what, bro? You already had problems with
That-
Cambosis and fucking.
that's my whole point. You
them
leave it up to the
Santa Martin, bro.
fighters.
Come
You
on,
leave it up
son.
to the fighters, or you leave it up to the fans.
They be drooling.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like I get it. You want to challenge yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Crawford, they all know
It's
it's
tough.
different.
It's tough.
yeah.
It's tough because there's a lot to ask for. Before we go into like the fighters, I just want to talk about the writer season thing. Like what you said about the presentation and what you said about the right ideas. I think they got the right ideas, but I don't think they truly understand the business of boxing.
No, they don't.
Boxing, we was kind of talking about it like before the podcast started. Boxing is such a traditional sport, and they have a traditional fan base that when you do things different, they don't really gravitate to it. And things is also, boxers, they have their own mindset and they only like who they like. So just because you put Terrence Crawford against Madrimov and you got Pitbull on the undercard and you're doing all of this, you still put them in Los Angeles. You got to think, is this a fight for Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I don't think they was thinking about that. They just wanted to be like, yo, we gonna be on Santa. They was on the beach. What was it? Santa Monica Beach for the way the public fight workouts and stuff like that. They in the stadium. That is not a stadium fight.
That part you're right about. Because I think the only fight that was good for California was the Rayo and Pitbull fight.
Yeah,
Them
the
couple
other
two
fights,
vaccines.
other fights had
yeah,
no
nobody
business
cared about.
being there.
But even that fight.
And
kinda
even
did.
Rayo and Pitbull is a gamble
Yeah.
because we never really seen them in front of a Cali crowd like
Nah,
that.
you're right.
We don't know.
It's a gamble, but it's not bad gamble. I mean,
I think
didn't
it's a
live up to
bad
the
gamble for an average promoter.
Yeah,
For
average
him,
for
I don't think he's coming into boxing to make money.
He has all the money to spend.
Yeah, he's like
you say he's buying this and buying that, so he's making that back regardless. So he's not. He don't care about making the money back when
He's doing
making,
it for outside reasons, which y'all could look it up. But him owning all these sports is just building relationships for him.
Yeah.
So I can pay all these fighters. I could put $20 million on one card because I'm gonna get a business relationship that's gonna make me way more money. So that's why he's taking over sports. Like, not that kind of podcast. You could do your research and see it, but yeah, that's literally why he's doing all of that. To get back into the fighting real quick, start off with the main event. Crawford, Madrimov. Crawford's first fight at 154 for the tough guy. Somebody that nobody knows, so that's always hard in boxing. You fight like a stranger.
Yeah.
So you kind of, it's no evidence on how good he is or how bad he is. So you got to just go in there and adjust.
figure it out.
And on the other side, he done seen Crawford fight
many times.
So
Many
it's like,
times before. So he can prepare for Crawford more than Crawford can prepare for him. Because do only have 10 fights?
10 pro fights. Yeah. 11.
He said he knew him before anyway.
Say
Yeah,
you
before.
Yeah, Crawford said he knew him before. I was where really
I mean,
familiar
yeah,
with
you
them.
probably know
so.
of him, but
But it's
who did he
different.
fight
He
to
ain't
really
never-
study though?
Yeah, you can't study. You gotta just look at him and be like, oh, I think I got him.
Man, this dude had like what? Dude had like 40 fights of Crawford to study, from top to bottom. This Crawford got what, 10 fights? And
Because you can't really.
But he had
study
like
the
300
but you
amateur
can't
fights.
yeah,
study
but
the
amateur, you
fights.
can't study amateur.
It's a
fights,
different
bro.
game.
It's different.
It's more
different.
just like scoring points.
It's different. They fight
But,
totally different.
To go back into that main event, the first problem was, like you said earlier, it started at 1 a.m.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
somebody hit me up and was like, "Oh, only because that's New York time." Man, the world revolves around New York time. Everybody knows that from business and everything. New
That's
York
true.
is like the main time
That's what
zone.
they call the Mecca of boxing, bro.
Everything goes around New York time. They even put online that the fight was supposed to start at 11:15
11:15 what?
p.m. That's what they planned for.
11:15 p.m.
Yeah, that's what they planned. That's like
Bro,
normal main event.
Cali's only like 3 hours.
No, that was their main event time. They for hour
Oh,
11:15.
oh.
Because that's normally in boxing you want to go
Yeah.
before 12. That shit started at 1.
Yeah.
But
And it's not-
'cause they had the concert. They had the
like
concert.
11 something like
Yeah.
that in Cali.
They had a concert.
Yeah.
The matchmaking, so they had a lot of 12-round fights,
Yeah.
which they probably thought it was gonna be, knockouts, but it's just matchmaking. Shit happens.
Yeah.
They had Eminem perform for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which was like,
We don't care about that, bro. It's boxing. We don't give a damn. We love Eminem.
He performed Lose Yourself.
Cool.
I had it
We don't
on
give a
mute.
damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I had it on mute.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, I wanted to see the fight, bro. Like I
Bro,
was
it's
not.
boxing, bro.
I heard "Lose Yourself" mad times before.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. I've been here for
You can't overplay that song.
But this what I would say though.
Hell,
This what I would
was here for
say.
a boxing match, man.
Somebody I know was there. They hit me up on the side. It was like, it's fun there. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. It's great if you go.
There.
But the majority of people that watch boxing can't afford to go to these events. They just get pay-per-view or they stream it.
Exactly.
So that's the main fans you kind of got to cater to. That's why we always complain, yo, why the main event start? When you there, you don't even notice the time, really.
You don't.
You just having fun. You talking to your friends. You
Yeah,
drinking.
'cause
It
you
don't
out,
matter.
you doing all that. Especially what there was outdoors. So
Outdoors,
that's
yeah.
fun as hell. But let me ask you a question. You ever sat home and watched a concert from your TV? Exactly.
Depends on who you talking about.
You gonna sit here and watch
Yeah.
an Eminem concert from your TV?
I mean, hey,
You gonna fall asleep. Stop
listen,
playing.
we talking about Lose Yourself? Yes, I got
I
the
seen-
popcorn
This
ready.
ain't the damn
I
Super
seen
Bowl,
8
man.
Mile, Ryan.
Yo, listen. Anybody try? This is box like you said though. We're traditional in boxing. We don't give a damn about no concert unless we're there. Then cool, why not? Like fuck it. But if we talking about sitting down, watching boxing match, man, you watching a boxing match, fucking Eminem come on, start playing. Like yo, come on, son. It's already 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Like
Yeah, I
you
like
want-
Eminem. That's my
Yeah, me too.
guy.
I
but
like Eminem,
last
but
night
nah,
I
I
wasn't.
don't
I wasn't in the mood.
It felt like it was dragged a little bit.
Yes,
Felt like it was dragged.
I fell asleep standing up at one point. It was bad.
And that ruins the fight because like that was a real good fight last night. Like
It
in
was
terms
great.
of like from a technical standpoint, from a hardcore boxing fan standpoint, that was a real good fight because Crawford had to make so much adjustments, and you could see that Madrimov was ready for the adjustments. It was like a good fight on both sides. Like for those who didn't see the fight, I think the main reason why Crawford won that fight was his activity. I think the activity was the biggest
Yeah.
difference. But in terms of skill factor, Crawford showed more dimensions. He did more things. Skill wasn't far off.
No.
Madrimov he's a good fighter, and he's bigger than him.
Yeah, he
This-
look. Yo,
This is the
he-
first time that Crawford has fought somebody that's bigger.
that,
Than him.
and that's what I'm like. That's what they trying to talk about. Canelo versus Crawford. Like, yo, relax. Yo, this dude looked like he can do 60.
He like
Like,
fight
looked-
160. He used to
yeah.
spar Bevo, so he's
Yeah,
obviously
see,
a
there
bigger.
you go.
He's a bigger dude.
That dude was strong.
Well, you gotta give Crawford some credit, man.
Yeah,
I
He
give
said-
a lot of credit.
He said
All the
that
credit.
he said that it didn't feel different from 147. He said that he is strong. He said both him and Earl is strong, but he said that Israel is strong.
But this is what I would say though to go against Crawford. That statement, I don't feel no difference. The performance that Crawford put on last night, he would have stopped anybody at 147. The
Facts.
shots he was landing on, dude, the
He was
body
throwing.
shots, the way Crawford was landing on him, I think he would have stopped anybody at 147.
I mean, he kind of did.
He stopped everybody. So like for him saying it's not
Kinda
different,
did.
I get it, like him in terms of like how he felt, but you got to ask Madrimov, like, how did Madrimov
Madrimov
feel?
feel.
Because he felt like he won. I don't think he won, but he felt like he won.
Which
But
says
the
a
type
lot, though.
of type of shots that Crawford was landing, bro, I'm telling you, nobody at 47, unless you're a weight bully. And technically, they say Errol Spence was a weight bully. He wasn't taking those
He
shots.
shots. Yeah, exactly.
He was, and I feel like the same type of ripping body shots he was throwing like that on Errol, and that's Errol was falling away.
falling over.
Especially at the
Errol
ending,
hurt.
Crawford came out round 12 like he knew it was close, so he came out like I
Yeah.
put it on him.
Yeah.
Bro, he was landing 5 pieces, but
Yeah.
like digging like
That's what I'm saying.
ding. He was kind of knocking Majimov off balance, but he wasn't hurt. He just was
He's
forcing.
yeah.
So I don't care what Crawford said. That was different.
Because was he like
That
an
was
11?
different.
He was Crawford was 11-12 knockout streak.
KO streak, yeah.
Exactly.
He knocked
This
out everybody for that.
Exactly. You stopped him. So obviously, like, yeah, you might say it didn't feel no different, but bro, it was different because you forced him out with 10 fights, and you didn't stop him. He fought everybody else at 47 with experience. That was the guy, this and that, and he stopped him.
They made them all look bad.
Stopped him. Like, come on.
I mean, but like I said before, Israel had a bunch of amateur fights. He was ready for that moment. So I feel like
We don't know. He just answered the question. Now we know he's ready for that moment. Before the fight, we didn't know.
The amateur fights don't mean nothing.
yeah, but he had like three, like the same thing with Loma. Like that's how Loma got that fast
Okay,
track.
watch
Yeah,
this.
but
What?
Loma lost his second pro
No, hold on.
fight.
I'm gonna give you a
don't
little.
know.
I'm gonna give you a little something. Then that dude that fought Shakur, he got like 2 gold medals.
Which one?
The one that beat Shakur in the end.
Benzi, yeah.
Yeah.
He got 2 gold medals, right? Then he get beat already.
His pro debut, he lost. Lost his pro debut. And he got stopped a couple fights ago.
So what does that mean?
Everybody's different. You can't
Exactly.
just-
So
You know what I
people
mean?
can't get nervous.
I get your thought process on it. I
It's
get
not
your
bad,
process,
yeah.
but
It's different. The pros and the amateurs is different. Like I said, I understand what you're saying because he do got a lot of fights. So in your mind, like he do got a lot of experience in the ring, but the transition between pro and amateurs, it's a big difference. Especially when you find somebody like Crawford, it's a big difference.
and
No matter
Crawford
how-
already got 2 gold medalists on his resume already that he beat already.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's not like Crawford is like unfamiliar with fighting people with a lot of experience. He's did it before.
He's been doing it.
And
Yeah.
he actually, he didn't stop. No, he stopped both of them. Yeah, he stopped both of the guys he fought. Because Gamboa was gold and Felix Diaz was gold.
So now we gotta ask a question, all right? We gotta ask a question. He couldn't stop this dude. You think they was talking about the Charlo fight. What you think about that fight?
Easy money.
For who? For who? Which one?
TC.
For who?
TC.
You said easy money?
You gotta understand. Terrence takes chances, man. I'm not even like, yeah, Israel was landing that right hand, but he said he wasn't even worried about the right hand. He said that I was trying to time him. He said I was just wrong a bunch of times. I'm just
Yeah, but
like,
some- but-
I'm
Yo,
happy he was honest.
But at
Happy
that
he
weight
was
class,
honest
you
about
can't be wrong a bunch of times. You wrong one time and we wake up
Definitely
tomorrow.
yeah, but it's Crawford, man. He
That
got a
don't mean
chin, bro.
that don't mean nothing. I mean, tell you again, man. If you hit a wall with a sledgehammer too many times, eventually that shit breaks, bro. Yeah, that's a wall. That's concrete. But if I hit that shit 10 times in a row hard, that shit's gonna break. He keep
Yeah,
taking the
but
shots at 54.
He
It's gonna
trained. He
break.
trained months to not get hit with those looping shots.
But he got
He's
hit.
getting hit with straights.
Yeah.
That's it. That shit
Man,
don't
listen.
bother him.
But
The
it's
thing
a
about
fight.
Charlo, Charlo,
It did bother him, but
Because it's an ego. Of
Exactly.
course he's gonna
He's gonna say
say
he's
that. But
not
you heard what
gonna bother.
Bomac said, right?
What
Bomac
Womack
said,
say?
I told you, I told Terrence, you was getting hit with that right hand too much. I don't care if it hurts or not.
Is-
The judges are seeing that.
Exactly. And again, it just takes one. It's not the shot you see coming. It's the shot
And
you
I
don't see
appreciate
coming.
them for being honest though. A lot of teams they don't even say stuff like that in interviews. They just keep that shit private. But like they don't talk about what they actually say.
Now
in the
that team
corners and shit.
look like it's solid,
Yeah,
bro.
they pretty honest.
You got,
A
like,
lot
three
of fighters
coaches.
they'll just but still, it's a lot of great coaches that keep shit private.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we ain't worried about nothing. The whole time they
So
worried
more
about
about-
but they'll say that. Because every fighter, I don't care who you are. Even the most confident fighter has to worry about something. That's what makes you good.
like the tall dude that's about to fight Earl. Like he was like, oh, I want TC, and the coach was like,
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Excuse
I
me.
know you're
I don't
talking
know
about
his name.
Fundora.
Fundora,
yeah.
Fundora.
Nah, but man, listen, Charlo's a lot bigger though. Charlo's 6'1", and his frame is huge, bro.
Big dude.
It's a big
And
dude.
Thing about Charlo and the difference between Charlo and Majimov, we've seen Charlo knock out top fighters at 154. Other top fighters that has beat other fighters.
Yeah.
We've seen Charlo knock them off.
Like bad.
This is Majimov's first top fight. He doesn't fight anybody else with a recognizable name.
Mhm.
So
And he fought
not
the
saying
top guy.
this. Like who knows? This dude might be better than Charlo just because he didn't get a chance to show. He might be
Yeah.
better than Charlo.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is this is I don't think it was a smart move. I get the move from Crawford, but I don't think this was a smart move as your first fight at 54. But I get it. He's not here for a long time no more. He's at the end of his career.
Yeah.
He's trying to prove that he could hang in bigger weight classes so he can get the Canelo.
He
fight.
already did it. He's what 2-time on his feet. He already
Yeah,
did.
he did everything.
He did that shit.
Hall of Fame.
He just wants that
won.
money. So I get it.
Yeah.
I understand it. I'm just saying if you think it's an easy fight for Terrence Crawford, I don't get me wrong. I got my money on Terrence. I got my money on Bud on this one. But if you think it's gonna be easy, you got So just don't put your money up.
I mean, let's talk about this though. Let me ask you a question then, both of you guys, because you guys are fighters. What adjustments were you impressed with Crawford in that fight just now?
Crawford. The adjustment that I noticed that was good. He noticed in about probably round 4 or 5, he couldn't slip that right hand.
He kept that hand up.
He couldn't, so he kept getting caught with the same thing. But what he started doing is he started catching and shooting to the body.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best adjustment. The only problem was the body shots didn't seem like it was affecting Majimov. So he would catch and shoot, boom, boom, good body shot, but Majimov is still there. So usually when you get somebody with a good body shot, especially the way he's landing flush, like flush, and he just was like, okay. And the body shots is like, that's the traditional way to break down a fighter. So if you're landing hard body shots and the guy's looking at you like nothing is happening, you know, like, damn, this dude is strong.
Yeah.
If I hit somebody else with a body shot like this, they might back up. I might hit him, breathe. This dude was like, all right, doing the same thing. And it was no other Crawford, no other adjustment that Crawford needed to make, because dude wasn't really landing no lead hands like that. He would land a hook every now and then. That's only because Crawford would be worried about the right hand. So he would get caught with a hook. So it wasn't, for those who think Majimov won, Majimov did not win. But he was just landing a lot of good right hands.
Fight though. It's close as hell.
He was more accurate, right?
With that, he was more accurate.
The fight count, whatever it's called.
Yeah, because he didn't throw as much.
That's why I say, because his punch output was low.
Yeah.
But but listen, it was a good step up. It was a good fight for Crawford. But like you said, and I agree with you on that part. I don't think it was a smart move, just due to the fact, all right, you fight this dude. That was for with the WBA.
And it was a vacant one on the line too. I think WBO too, because Charlo they took Charlo's belts.
I keep forgetting they stripped that boy out. They took everything from that dude.
So it was a vacant one.
All right, fine. He's what? So now Crawford got a WBO. So now the only thing is he can't go backwards now. You got to fight who's there.
Hey, let's not forget.
He could go backwards, but he's not going to, because he can always fight a man. He can fight a mandatory, but he's not looking for that. He's looking for either I'm gonna be undisputed again, or I'm fighting Canelo.
I don't blame him though. What is he, 36?
37, I think.
37? Like, for him, like I said, he's proved many times like he is that guy. Crawford is that guy. He's that. Like, bro,
he got nothing else to prove.
He got nothing else to prove, bro. He's everybody you say you want him to fight, he has fought him, beat him, not just beat him, embarrassed him, stopped him. Now, obviously, they talking about the Boots fight, but I mean, granted, it'll be a great fight for boxing, but realistically speaking, what has Boots proved to get that fight? And who has Boots fought? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same result like all the other guys Canelo has fought. Those guys was good, but it went from them fighting regular guys or just okay guys or whatever guys to fighting Canelo. That's a big step up. And another person that's kind of going through that, is Tank, where he's fighting these guys where these guys are good, but they taking that big jump to a Tank fight. It's gonna be the same thing for Boots. Boots is great. He's a good fighter. But again, who has he fought? He hasn't fought nobody like that. Then to jump up to a Terrence Crawford, you're gonna see that experience different. So again, what I'm saying is like Crawford has fought everyone we want him to fight. We can't just start pulling names out the ass now. For him now, he wants that money. Yeah. He wants that check. He wants to retire. And that's it. He's not going to get a Canelo fight, though.
He said he wanted to fight Tank.
Man, he talking shit.
He said he'll make 147 for him.
Nah, he was just talking shit. Because Tank was even talking shit, too. Like,
he told him to touch his chin.
See, that's the thing about the internet. Tank said that, right? He said, yo, he'd be down if I touched his chin. And that's a clip that went viral. Yeah. Right after that, Tank said, nah, I'm joking. Exactly. But they never played that full clip. Have you ever heard that full clip?
I saw.
Yeah, he said I was just joking around.
Why would they play a full clip? It's funny when they just said that.
When I touched that chin.
He really said he was joking. Tank don't want to go to 47.
Why would Tank go to 47? He's 5'5", bro. Like 5'5". He make 47. Tank would look like a fat man. Fat Ninja Turtle, bro. Nah.
Used to. Don't, hey, Tank, chill. I don't want no problems in Baltimore, man.
All right, so
in the same boat.
Yeah, chill.
We move on to the co-main event. We had Rayo versus Pitbull.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna start this off by saying, shout out to Robert Garcia.
Yeah,
Robert Garcia.
He's that guy.
He changed a huge flaw that Rayo had. Rayo would always trip on the way back. Always. So For this fight, I was like, yeah, Rayo has fought harder punches than Pitbull before, but I think that flaw is going to catch him. So that's why I had Pitbull going into the
We
fight.
both thought that same shit.
Yeah, he probably
That
tripped like 3 times.
That shit
fight.
surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, shit was boring as hell though. I ain't gonna front. But,
Smart. He
I
did what he
liked
had to
it.
do though.
He was boxing the shit out of him, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
he
was
had to
dope.
do.
But
Like, okay, I'm sorry.
no, keep on.
Like, what do you like when you look at the Rolly fight, and then you look at Royo? It's like, man, dog. Like, Rolly, what was you doing?
I told you, Rolly tried. I told you.
Just ass. Just
I mean, I just like how he got trapped like in the corner, or like if Pitbull was gonna land like a big shot, he always knew how to like circle out and come out and go right back to the center and box him well. He didn't have to throw like hard shots or nothing like that. He like one time he called like a clean uppercut when he slipped a punch and then he rolled out. Rayo did his thing, bro. He trained hard. It was a dope fight.
Yeah, great game plan.
Nah, you did, but I did not expect that shit. I think that's why it was born for me. I was expecting something different, and once that shit did not go the way I thought, I was like, damn, shit boring as hell, to be honest.
It must be hard being a Mexican fighter because I went on Twitter. It's Rio was Mexican, and somebody commented. It was just like a regular post of him talking about future fights. Somebody said this pussy is not Mexican. I'm like,
Damn, bro.
like, God damn, boy, like, what y'all want him to do? Go in there and just die, bro? Like,
Yes, that's what I ain't gonna front.
but I think that's what the promoters thought.
That's what I
The
thought
matchmaking,
too.
they said, "Oh, Pitbull, Ray. Oh, okay, let's make them fight.
yes.
This is gonna be good for
Yes.
Pitbull."
Yes.
So it goes to the bad matchmaking. That's
Nah.
why it was so much 12-round fights.
I ain't gonna lie,
It's
my
hard.
ass was I was definitely wrong in that shit. I thought like I knew Ray was gonna move around a little bit, whatever. I just didn't think it was gonna be like that though.
I didn't think he was gonna do it successfully.
Like that.
I knew he was gonna move. You gotta move when you
You
fight
gotta move,
Pitbull.
but not like
it's a
that.
basic game plan. Just step back.
Best, yeah, but
You know
not
you're
like,
gonna throw hook.
but again,
Easiest way to get away from a big hook.
we
is
didn't
step
think he was good at stepping back. And we thought he was gonna get caught. Stupid.
He got caught a few times,
Yeah,
but
that's boxing.
He stayed
thing
calm.
is, he's fought bigger punches before. Because I think Edwin De Los Santos hits
He's bigger.
harder than Pitbull. I think
I would
he
think
hits
so
harder.
too.
Yeah,
I would
the
think
way
so.
I've seen him hit people and
At
shake
least
them.
if he doesn't, at least he's not as predictable as Pitbull. Pitbull, you
Yeah.
kind of know what he's gonna throw, so you can brace for that shit. So even if he does, if Pitbull hits harder, cool, but Pitbull's still predictable. So it's like, and he could brace for that shit. But
And that was one of the questions somebody asked. They said, which we can't answer it for you, but why does Pitbull not throw a jab? That was one of the questions.
No,
I
I don't know.
can't answer.
Because that shit ain't Mexican.
I mean, you could, that could be the right answer. He might, in his mind, he might think, man,
I want to fight. Yeah,
jabbing for pussies. I want to fight.
I mean, if you guys are watching, you guys never boxed before. Like, if a short guy is coming at you, like, and really explosive and trying to knock you out, that's really intimidating. So for someone like Rayo to stay calm for the whole 12 rounds and box him like that was really like dope. So
Yeah, it shows a different level. Yeah.
It shows he was calm. Like it showed that he was ready for whatever it is that was coming for his way during that fight. He was ready for it. He was ready to be that guy, or at least that guy 140. Ready to be Pitbull. He's ready for everything. And it was man. Hats off to Robert Garcia, bro.
Yeah.
He is.
I've
that
seen
guy.
him change so much
Fights,
fighters,
bro.
bro.
Every
I
time.
didn't know he was his coach for this fight.
I didn't know either.
No,
I really
this is
didn't
a
know.
new addition. I didn't know.
And then see, I was like, that make fucking sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah,
It makes sense. I was
He's a
like,
good
shit.
coach.
But no one gives. I don't know. No one gives Robert Garcia his flowers, bro. He is.
Quiet. That's why he's humble. He don't
So,
brag.
I mean,
He don't brag. He's not the trainer that's hopping in front. He's not the P Diddy of trainers. He's not trying to be in the music
which is true,
video.
but
He's not trying
how
to.
many? I mean, I don't think any great trainers is.
In this generation,
Well, yeah,
yes, we
there's
know
not
who
much
Bo.
great trainers in this.
No,
generation.
but yes, it is. We know who Bomac is. We know who
Yeah.
Coach Calvin is. These dudes have their own personality. They have their own social media. They're posting all the
yeah,
time.
but I don't think
They're
Calvin
doing
jumps.
interviews.
I don't know. I don't
No, but he has his own like brand.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
Robert
yeah.
Garcia doesn't do that.
Nah,
he
he
just
don't do
sits
that.
back because he also trains Bam. He don't say shit about it. He just be chilling.
yeah, man.
Yeah, he could be on Instagram all the time. Like I got all these fighters, the same thing that all these coaches do.
He do,
Derek
yeah.
James, he doesn't do that. He's just like, yo, I love boxing. I'm just gonna teach y'all. Y'all
It's kind of like old. It's kind of like the old
the
school.
old
fighters.
school fight.
Same as
Yeah.
Boozy.
And but even him, he has more of a voice. You see
Yes.
the videos of him sparring and shit like
Yeah.
that. Robert Garcia don't do none of that.
Nah,
He's a world
old school.
champion. And he's
mad.
chilling.
He's mad old school. Like that's all I'm trying to say. Like the old school fighters, the old school trainers, it was like that. Like they never. I mean, obviously they had social media back then, so we don't fucking know. But then he's kind of like that. Like he just trains those guys. They win, and he keeps it pushing. They can have the camera. They can have the limelight. He really loves this shit.
Yeah, he loves it.
He
His
loves
family,
this
his
shit.
father, His brothers, they the family of boxing.
Yeah, he loves this shit. And he's hats off to him. He's
Shout out to him.
definitely a Hall of Famer for
Craziest thing about that fight is they had it a split decision. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I seen that scorecard. I'm like, I didn't give Pitbull more than 2 rounds. If I even gave him
That's
2
why
rounds.
that's why I started to fall asleep. I was like, this is not a close fight.
Shit
at
said
all. I
a
was like,
split, bro. And they only had him winning. I think it was 116. They had him winning. So that means when he won, what was that? 8-4. Man, Rail probably won 10-2.
I mean, it was kind of.
Bro, Rail probably won 10.
I mean, that judges was kind of.
Second half of the fight, he probably went the 5-1 the last 6 rounds.
The judge was kind of iffy though, because even for the, I mean, I know you didn't really watch the fight, but even for the Ruiz Miller fight, like, I thought Miller. I think everybody.
A lot
else
of people
the
thought
same
Miller won.
Yeah, they had it 160. Would have had 116. Whatever. That judge was. Then they had to draw. Like, I don't know, bro.
A lot of
I don't
people
know.
had, because
Even
I'll say
even
for that
Turkish
fight-
guy, even what's his name had it. He thought Miller won. He said
you
straight
thought Miller
up,
won?
Yeah, everyone thought Miller won. They asked him. He was like, I thought Miller won. He's like, judges. I mean, that's
You know what he
boxing,
about to do? He about to pay. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill y'all. Y'all about to do something again. Y'all not messing up my promotion. It's Rider season.
That sound like a gang. Rider season.
Rider season.
I
They
told
fucking
you, I was like,
shit
yo,
up.
this dude sound like the mafia, bro. Because
Bro.
even when he was talking, he was like,
He's Saudi Arabian royalty.
bro, he said straight up, if he was talking about the Crawford.
You see when he pressed Shakur? I'm gonna tell you about that after. He
you
pressed
got,
Shakur.
he pressed court?
Bro, but he pressed Shakur in like the most like
Yes, because he's.
but it wasn't something bad. It was like, you know how you want to make a fight negotiation. So it was Eddie Hearn, Shakur, and the dude Turkey Al Sheik. And he was like, he went to Eddie, he said, did you tell him what I said? He said, yes. He said, I need to know now. What's up? I was like, Shakur was like, we gonna talk? And then I think Eddie Hearn stepped in and was like, yo, we're gonna talk about it later. But like he was like, I need to know now. Like,
I told you.
I don't even know what they was talking about. But whatever they talk about, niggas like, we don't got
But
time
yo,
for negotiations.
But I
bro.
told you, he moving like the mafia. Cause he even said, he said, cause they asked him about the Crawford Canelo fight,
exactly what
and he
you're
said
gonna say.
straight up, he's like they'll accept the offer if they know what's good for him.
Yeah.
I said, hold
He
up,
said
what you
that,
trying
yeah.
to say, bro?
Yeah, he was like, if Canelo's smart, he'll do it.
I'm like, hold on, what you mean by that, bro? Like,
And the black guy that was interviewing him,
because what you know, who you know, bro? Like,
You can't be around people like that, bro. That much money, bro.
That's
He look at you like this. Next thing you know, your mom slap you. Like, Mom, the price is right.
I ain't gonna front.
it's Rider season.
It's Rider season.
I was saying, I ain't scared nobody been around the toughest, but him,
Money, bro.
I look at him sideways
Bro.
like, hold up, what you mean by that, bro?
Money is the scariest thing in the world.
Hell yeah. So you can pay, he can pay anybody to do anything.
Money is the scariest thing.
Hell
Niggas like, I
yeah.
don't got no price. They can check their bank account, Zelle. What, I got a Zelle? 25 million.
Oh, who I gotta take off?
Tyson, that's all good.
You want me to slap Tyson? I got you. Easy.
Look at Anderson, man. I don't know him personally, but like I don't think he trains year round. So like I guess like when he got that contract and he saw the money, he took the fight because everybody was telling him like don't take the fight and stuff like
Who,
that.
Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. People, I didn't even know. Yeah, people.
I didn't know the opponent previously.
I didn't know him. I mean, I'm gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be. I say he's up and coming. I thought it was gonna be like not a walkover, but like kind of like a what's that dude? He fought that Martin dude. He fought.
But he looked bad against Charles Martin.
Yeah.
Apparently, this dude, once I did my research after, this dude has one loss and he got injured in that fight.
See, I didn't even know that. I thought it was gonna. I'll be honest. I thought it was just another not step up fight, but a little test. That was more than a
This
test,
is
bro.
the thing, right? With the Rider season, with Matchroom does it too, where too much faith in the fighters. I get the whole like, all right, this is the best. They gonna fight. It don't always work out like that for the person that you want to
Ooh.
win. That's the thing about being a promoter. It's always somebody that the promoters want to win. Where it's like, all right, I want these
Yeah.
two guys to fight, but it'll be better if this guy wins. Because
Wins.
if Big Baby would have won
It
last
would've
night,
been
it would have
good.
been better for boxing.
Hell yeah.
Because he could have fought the other Big Baby
But
right after. It could have been.
If I knew, bro, I'll be honest. When I saw the fight and I saw the size difference, I was like, oh.
Yeah, so
damn.
it's two things.
I was like,
that,
whoa.
yeah, it's two things that go into that fight. It's he maybe wasn't ready yet because he hasn't
He was
fought
not ready.
people that big yet. Somebody that big that's high level.
Yeah.
But his style, he doesn't
Style, he
fight
fights
like a
he's
heavyweight.
trying to fight like a lightweight, bro. That
I
pulling
remember-
back, that this and that.
I remember when I first started working at Church Street, it was somebody used to train. Remember Jamal, the heavyweight used to train?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was telling me he was watching a lot of him. I was like, bro, don't study him because he don't fight like a
You
heavyweight.
don't.
All the stuff that he do, you can't do that when somebody is throwing big shots at you. That's for smaller guys. And then, like last night, he did. As I put in the chat, he did a beautiful angle, bro. He said, "Turn,
And the
hit,
dude just
hit."
And he got hit.
dude
He got
right
hit.
after. The dude
hit
just
him.
looked at him and said,
Boom.
"Like, what
It's
you
like,
doing,
bro,
bro?
what you doing?
Yeah, heavyweight, bro.
Like, yeah, in the beginning, it's cool in the beginning because again, that's the developmental stage. You find cab drivers, you find bums that you can get away with that shit. But when it's time to step up, you have to sit on your punches a little bit more in the heavyweight division, bro. You gonna have
Yeah,
to.
heavyweights don't throw combos because it's like any shot could take you out.
Yeah. They throw a little bit here and there. Like they'll throw like a 3 or 4 piece combination and move, but I don't know,
Maybe that's this new generation. They throwing 4 pieces. They
Yeah.
don't really. That shit's dangerous.
Boy,
You
yeah.
throw a 4 and somebody time you with one hook,
Boom. That's why. But
and that's kind of what happened. He was throwing, letting his hands go. He called like sneaky uppercuts.
got it.
He was staying right in front of him. I
My
didn't
thing
like
is,
that.
if you gonna move like that and like try to change the way heavyweights fight, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You just gotta be smart. You just gotta understand. Like I don't know. I feel like you just gotta understand what's in front of you. I don't think he understood who and what was in front of him.
That's why
legit.
the experience comes in the factor.
Experience.
Because he could have done, yo, for this fight, I'm not gonna do that fancy shit.
Yeah.
Because he was landing clean on the dude.
Or you could have said like, yo, or I'm gonna do this fancy shit and just try
Nah,
not to get
that shit
hit.
ain't- That shit ain't working in heavyweight. You too big, bro. You too
Yeah.
something jumping and spinning, bro. It's not hard to track
Well,
you
yeah.
down. It's not like you 115 and it don't matter how fast I am. You're still fast too. I,
it's
gotta
just gonna
work
be,
to
you
catch
have
you.
to be strong. I don't know how strong. I really don't know how strong Anderson
But
is.
the thing is, they've always been undersized heavyweights. Look at Usyk. Usyk is smaller than
Yeah.
in them
Usyk's
big baby.
smart.
Exactly. It's not. I think Usyk fought Tyson Fury is bigger than this dude. What's the other dude? Chisora is bigger than this dude. Usyk
But
beat them up.
Usyk's smart.
Exactly.
He understand. Again, he
Experience.
understand what's in front of him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Anderson
But
understood what's in
Usyk,
front of him.
once Usyk moved up from cruiserweight, he turned down his punch activity.
Yeah, I peeped
Cruiserweight, he
it.
used to throw a lot more.
He threw a lot more.
But he know
a
now.
little bit more angles too.
Yeah, he used to do a lot of shit.
But
He's
now
like,
he
no,
don't, he ain't doing that
can't.
shit now.
because they're gonna
But
catch him.
again, he understand what's in front of him. He probably sparred some big dudes and be like, that shit ain't working.
Yeah.
Probably getting hit. But it's like, I think somebody said, I think Miller said it, right? When he was like, yo, this dude only been fighting cruiserweights.
So we're talking about Anderson.
Yeah. You say, I think Miller, old Big Baby said, you Big Baby been fighting nothing but cruiserweights, which it kind of is
But that
true.
ain't really true. I went to one of his fights before. I seen him fight like a big dude before, but it wasn't high level.
That's
I seen
what I'm
him fight a
saying,
big
but-
dude before. He
Yeah.
fought Charles. He fought big dudes before.
Like good, but
Nah,
I think
nah.
I feel like he was trying to say like, are they good though?
Yeah, but who has Big Baby fought?
Yeah,
He's
true.
also now fighting people. He failed drug tests when he was on the way up. These dudes, he just mad because they got the
Easy
same name. Like he's like, I'm the real Big Baby. nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he was happy. He was happy he got knocked out.
They not even a real Big Baby. It's freaking Glenn Davis, but he in jail right now. The basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga was like, damn, he got the prison sentence. He said, that's crazy.
He said, I ain't even worried about it. Stop lying. You crying in the cell, man. Come on
Yo,
now.
niggas.
He ain't playing basketball in there.
Nah, he is. Nah, he probably is playing basketball.
Why not?
That might be his
Y'all
way to stay safe. He might be the coach.
Man,
They
you
don't respect
think he tough enough to play prison ball?
He's
He was
big as
crying
shit.
when Doc
It don't matter.
It
He
ain't about
big as
being
shit,
tough
bro.
though. It's about
And
when you win
respect.
there, it's about respect, bro. The toughest dudes are the ones that get done. You understand that? Toughest dudes are the one that you don't have to be that tough. You have to learn how to be neutral and just know who you know. That's about it. People
Yeah.
don't respect them.
Yeah, I
But like you said, T.I. probably right. He probably in there coaching.
Yeah, like,
I agree,
shit,
I agree,
show you
I
how to
agree.
play ball. They probably listen to him.
Hell
I
yeah,
agree.
lined up.
But yeah, that's the real Big Baby, man. Glenn Davis.
Yeah, yeah. But back to Miller though. Like he lost because of he didn't lose. But I'm saying like he didn't lose.
Yeah, lose, bro.
I know. But like it's just like it's because he wasn't active enough. Like he doesn't throw his hands enough.
He was throwing
Miller,
after round 4. Like after round 4, he was throwing. What were you watching?
That for me,
He
that
was
fight, bro.
later
Niggas,
on,
bro,
but-
how much you want him to throw? He's not lightweight, bro. He's 300 something
That
pounds,
fight, bro. I don't
Yo.
care what nobody say, bro. That fight.
I
was
thought
ass.
No,
Miller
it's
won
not,
too,
man.
but
That fight was ass, bro. They was leaning on each other.
yeah.
Because I didn't know Andy Ruiz was injured, so it makes sense why he was holding so much.
Yeah.
But he every time he came in, he was holding. One person smothering himself, one person not punching and holding.
I ain't gonna lie, I was
That's
getting
not
tight.
entertaining, bro.
Because when he started picking it up, the body shots was working. All of a sudden, he just stopped throwing body shots. I'm like, yo, it was working, bro.
Probably because every time he probably threw to the body, he grabbed him. Like, let me try to punch
Nah,
him
there was a
in the
couple
face.
times he was throwing big and that shit. Like, Andy Ruiz ain't like that. He kept, like, tensing up and backing up. And then, I mean, listen, I ain't 310 pounds, bro. I don't know what it's like to throw with that much weight behind you. I don't know if it's
He probably
tiring.
got tired, yeah.
Probably his ass was probably trying to catch a breath. I don't know. It was working for him. I thought he won the fight. I thought he did enough after round 4 to win the fight. But I ain't the judge, so
Bro, that
it is what it
card,
is.
I think this is gonna be a forgettable card. I
It's
think
very much
things that
forgettable.
happen outside of the card, like Shakur arguing with Lomachenko, I think those things will get more attention than the fights.
Man,
I
Shakur
really
try to
feel
argue
like
with
it, bro.
everybody, bro.
Yeah, but this time he's arguing with somebody in their face. So I just wanted
That's
to ask
true.
y'all, because they interviewed Lomachenko after. He kind of said it casually, but he said when he comes back, he said he wouldn't mind fighting Shakur. So it seems like Shakur is like all the shit talking he's doing, the attitude. It seems like he got 3 options now. He got
Third option.
Tank's team has already said
Yeah.
they want to fight him. William Zepeda has already
Oh,
said
yeah, I
they
forgot
want to
about
fight him.
Zepeda. Yeah,
Now,
that'd be good.
Lomachenko
Lomachenko
has
said,
said,
yeah.
yo, okay, I'll fight him. So all the shit Shakur has been talking, now he got 3 legit options. So let's say 2 because Loma is next year. If you was Shakur's promoter, manager, his right-hand man, Tank or Zepeda, which
Zepeda
fight you
first.
taking? Zepeda?
Zepeda
What about
first.
you?
Zepeda.
Zepeda? I agree. And I know niggas gonna be like, oh, we want the best fights in boxing.
Yeah,
Bro, we
alright.
just spoke about why you can't do that shit for about 30 minutes. I mean, you wasn't listening, bro.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, this is my coach, and he always says this to me. Josh wants to fight like Tank, but don't want to end up like Frank.
Man, listen,
It's a fact,
Zepeda be
man.
the smart. I mean, we talking smart move, Zepeda. Money move, Tank. So
I think money moves Zepeda. You know why? Because you can fight Zepeda and then you can fight Tank later.
that
That's
is
double
true.
the money.
That is true.
We don't know
But
how
I was
he's
just
gonna
saying. I was
be-
just talking about one fight.
Look.
I was saying one fight.
But that's why I still think that's a smarter one.
No,
'Cause
yeah,
look,
but Zepeda is a smart.
Devin
Yeah.
fought Ryan, and they saying he made over 30 million.
Oh, that's
His
great.
next purse bid
It
was
like
$2 million.
Oh, it was 2. I thought it was 4.
It was like 2.
I would cry. Yo, I thought you were tight.
That shit
I
is
thought you were
crazy.
tight. Yo,
Cause same situation. He's Eddie. Devin Haney's a free agent, so
What
he
you-
has no promoter to be like, yo,
You
you
know
know
what's-
what? I'm a bid for him.
you know what's
Shakur's a
crazy?
free agent.
Because technically, yeah, he got beat up, but on paper, he technically ain't.
It don't matter.
lose.
Public
I
perception.
know that's a funny part. It's
Public
like, yo,
perception.
how you go from making 30 million to making? Somebody said, yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 million. Nigga,
That's what comes with taking a chance. And
Exactly.
people don't understand that shit. People that's like on the outside. I'm not even in the business side of boxing, but I've watched as a fan. I've seen the ups and the downs. Boxing, fighting, mixed martial arts. The UFC's a little bit more friendly with it because they're not that high paid. But when you lose, it doesn't matter if the fans still love you. That number going down on your
Your
check.
stocks can go down.
It don't matter. They be like, yo, but we still respect them. Okay, the promoter
mean-
don't respect you the same.
It's hard to say though, because even with Canelo got what, 2 losses?
Yeah, but that's Canelo though.
But that's what I'm saying. Depends on who you are. It really depends on who you are. Because even Ryan got lost, got stopped,
Listen,
and
it matters. You know
Yeah,
why it
but-
still matters for Canelo too? Because look at the numbers Canelo is asking for fights, and look how many promoters are telling him no.
that's true too.
He said he said he was going to leave PBC 3 times. I had to go back to
Hey,
them because
yeah.
nobody else want to give him
Because I ain't
money.
gonna front, even there was kind of questioning when he fought Triple G the 3rd time. It was like, yo, if he lose this fight, man.
Because that's what I'm
They
saying.
said
When
straight
you
up,
lose,
that stock,
your numbers
it's like, that
change,
stock go
bro.
from 80 to 10 million, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, it don't change as much because Canelo he get 100 in this fight, you
Yeah.
get 70 in the next fight. Okay, it's still you made 70 million, but Canelo mine is like, nah, man, I want 100.
Yeah,
I used to make 100.
yeah.
So I'm fighting Benavidez for this. Nah, I don't want to fight him for 40.
That is
I
true.
used to make I made 100 fighting people that's not even as good
He
as him.
could be right because if he was undefeated, he probably would have been easy.
There's
collecting.
no way they would have told him no about that
yeah.
150 million. They would have said, damn, son, we got to pay him. That's what they would have said.
They would
Damn,
say,
we got to
yo,
give
They would
him
have been
money.
like, you're robbing banks, bro. We gotta get him this money. Yeah,
We gotta get right.
So this is this is my thing about Shakur. Shakur, I know Turkey press you, but yo, he gonna give them fights, bro. Same thing with Eddie Hearn too. Eddie Hearn do the same shit. I be telling people, he gonna sign you, and you gonna be like, yo, I want to fight this person. He gonna say, all right, you're gonna get that fight. Just make sure you ready for it, because when you get it, Eddie Hearn, we don't give a fuck after you lose. All right, you wanted that fight, you made your money. Move on.
bye.
I
Yeah.
can't pay you the same thing I paid you last time
Nope.
because I don't trust you. You asked me for this. I gave it to you and you messed it up.
Yeah.
That's my money. As if you don't understand. The promoter is like, this
That's
is my
my
money.
money.
You fucked up.
That's why he's so close with Boots right now. He's like,
But
oh,
he-
this boy's nice.
Bro, I hope he do this to everybody. I hope there's nobody at 47 now I can feel like that can mess that up for
Nah.
Boots. But if they keep asking for Crawford, that can mess it up for him.
Yeah.
Because like, bro, you nice, but your
I
experience.
don't think so. I think Crawford just gonna keep ignoring.
Bro, if Crawford say yes, Eddie Hearn making that fight tomorrow.
100%. But I don't think Crawford gonna say yes.
No. But that's my whole point. You shouldn't ever make that fight immediately. He's not ready. He's not ready to fight Crawford.
No.
But you got promoters that's like, all right, I take your word for it. Let's make
you know
the
what?
fight.
Let me stop talking because Ryder got money. So imagine he just say, you know
Saying,
what?
bro.
Hey yo, Crawford, I give you 50 million right now. You fight Boots. Crawford ain't gonna say no.
But he wanted him
But
to
they
fight
not giving him
Ortiz.
50.
I know. Is it what?
Didn't he want him to fight Ortiz or something like that?
Virgil
Who?
Ortiz?
Yeah.
Who, Ennis?
Nah. Didn't Turkey dude said he wanted TC to fight Ortiz in the interview?
I don't think
Did?
I
He
don't
said
think
the
Crawford
same
will
interview.
take that fight. I've seen that on
Did?
Twitter too. Yeah.
I see something about it was Crawford?
Yeah, they saying that
Oh.
because he's a top fighter at 54 right now. That's a better fight because he's a smaller dude that moved up. He's not a natural 154
Yeah.
pounder. He started at 140. That's a better fight, but I don't think Crawford is going to take that fight because it does not for his legacy. Unless you're giving him a crazy amount of money, which they're not. He's not taking that fight. It's like, for what, bro?
Boy,
He don't got a
I
title.
was just about to say he
know?
don't got no belt.
So that I'm helping him out. Crawford's like,
Yeah.
he's feel like he's past that. I'm tired of that
He's
shit.
done. He's
like,
done helping people out, bro.
especially in his interview with Andre Ward, that was the main thing he was talking about. Like, yo, listen, I did everything in boxing. I have a family to take care of. I want to be done. Like he was saying, like, I want to be done.
Listen,
I don't want to have to come back when I retire.
The only way I see him taking that fight again, if they're paying him just as much as he made the last fight
It's not happening.
or more, but like you said, it's not happening. But that's the only way I see him taking that fight, because like he's not gonna turn it down. Like yo, I'm gonna give you I'm throwing a random number. I'm gonna give you 20 million just to fight this dude. He's gonna look at it like yo, that's 20 million, easy money. Sparring.
He probably made. I mean, the way he was like joking about it with Andre Ward, it seems like they gave him a lot of money for that last fight. Cause Andre Ward was like, "Yo, how's that Saudi money looking?" And he started laughing. He said, "Yo, just come back." That's what he said. He said, "Yo, just come back. Just come back and you'll see." So they probably gave him some good amount of money.
They gonna probably give him more. I mean, he won.
I mean, I think it's all up to Turkey Al-Sheikh. If he wants to fight, he'll pay for it. Cause at the end of the day, he's a fan of boxing. So he's like any one of us that can afford to pay for people.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it.
That's literally what he's doing. Cause he made Fury and Usyk so fast.
Yeah, he did.
He made the Bivol and Better
He
Biev
was
fight.
yeah.
Before they WBC was like, yo, we can't make this fight because he represents Russia in the Ukraine war. Man, he came out and next thing you know, WBC like, yeah, we gonna make the fight. Yo. So he's a fan. He's sitting back. He like, yo, what fights I want to see? Or he
Yo.
probably have friends like, yo, what fight y'all want to see?
I ain't
I'ma
gonna
try to make
front.
it.
You know what's kind of remind me of? I know we used to play Fight Night with niggas like, oh, let me see if Roy Jones can fight Tyson.
Bro, that's
Yo,
what it
like
is,
that's
man.
how this nigga
It's
do.
a game. It's a game for him.
So he is. I mean, when you got that much money,
I probably
like,
did the same thing,
The
bro.
whole world's a game, man.
Man, you know what I would have did? I would have said Floyd fight Tank. Whole list. You like
Floyd
money,
taking
right?
it
He
for the
probably
money?
He probably say no.
For the money.
Floyd's smart. Floyd's smart. He not doing nothing that could mess up his legacy. Cause he gonna look at it. He gonna be like, nah, I gotta really train to fight Tank. He gonna be like, he gonna think about it. I don't got my coach, my
Imagine
body.
this said Floyd. I give you 300
I'm not
million.
gonna take it, bro.
I know you.
I'm not gonna take it, bro.
You don't think
I'm
so?
not gonna take it, bro. Cause do you remember his demeanor when he fought Pacquiao? Like the build up to the fight, calm he was.
Yeah.
Cause he understood this is the chance I might lose. Even in there was like, yo,
Yeah, it was different. It was a little different.
Floyd is like,
It was a little
he
different.
understands. That's why they was like, yo, why you don't fight Adrian Broner? They asked him, it is what it is. He said, I'm not training to fight right now. He said, I'm not doing that.
There's a lot. I mean, I
It
ain't
ain't
no
no
front.
money that Floyd has made so much money and he's still making money. He's like, yeah, it'd be nice to make 300, but I'd rather make 300 doing something else than making it 300 where I have to sacrifice a lot and potentially
Cause I can
fuck it
front
up.
to fight Tank, bro. That's you going
gotta
back to one. You going back to camp
Sparring.
heavy.
You got to spar young guys.
You got to spar big guys. You got to spar
Power.
guys that pop. Yo,
Southpaws are annoying. You got a training camp full of Southpaws.
that hit hard.
Somebody that knows you know him too. So it's like, damn, I seen Tank sleep people with this. I got tight. He ain't doing that shit. They ain't no 300
A lot
million.
of work.
Tank would take it fast. Like,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. He'd probably fight for free. He'd probably fight that for free. But yeah.
You'll take it. Cause I ain't gonna front. Tank beat Floyd. You already know that money gonna come. That money gonna come.
The world they gonna freaking have taken it. Like, like at the end of a movie. He gonna, I did it!
Being fucking different islands, fucking Africa. It's gonna be a lot.
But last topic before we wrap it up, let's get off of professional boxing for a second. We had the big Olympic thing this Thursday.
Oy.
We had a woman named Amani Khalif who was thought to be a transgender because she won a fight in 40 seconds, and she has previously been ruled out of tournaments because of higher testosterone levels. So people assumed that she was a transgender, and they gave her the hate, or a trans woman. They gave her the hate for it, and they found out later, no, she's actually born a woman, identifies as a woman, is in a country where she would literally be murdered if she was transgender.
They'll kill them trans for fun.
Yeah, they'll chill you like if you're gay and stuff. That certain things don't rock in other countries. They will kill you for that. So they're kind of stepping back on it, but at the same time, people are like, "Oh, but is it fair because she naturally has more testosterone than another woman?" So I wanted to ask you, Sid, first, is you train a woman. How would you feel like if Morgan had to fight somebody that that's similar to her?
I'll be honest. At first, I was, because again, I don't like running with the whole, like, once everyone start saying something, I like to do my research and then, what I'm saying, see what's up. So when I did some research or whatever, found out that she's actually a woman. She not just identifies as a woman. She was
Biologically
born. She was a
woman,
biological woman with a disease where I guess the Y chromosome pops up or whatever that situation is. I'm not a doctor, but that was explained to me by somebody that works in the medical field. The thing about it, at first I was like, you know what? Like, you can't fault her for a disease. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's some men that's born with that's not born with as much testosterone that they end up fighting. They're still in the fighting. They might fight somebody that has a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
Like, men, we still got to deal with that shit. And no one fucking worrying about, no one's really, caring about that shit. But like I said, at first I was having make feeling like, yo, this should still allow her to fight. Like, she's still a woman. Women fight women. But the more conversations I start having with people and whatnot, I think my biggest issue was the fact that people was calling her transgender when she's not. She's not a transgender. But I'm not gonna lie, I think they should have pulled her from the fight. Because again, I'm gonna say it like this: regardless of how anyone feels about it, she's 25 years old. She has that man chromosome, bro. We peak strength wise at 26.
Yeah.
She cracking the fuck out those women, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, or maybe not, because it says she only has 14 knockouts out of.
But it is amateurs, so it's 3 rounds, so it's hard to get knocked out in the amateurs. That's what people forget.
Like, you out? Let me fight somebody.
It's hard, but still, it's hard to get knockouts at amateurs because they're international. They have the bigger pattern.
That is true. Too.
So it's not. It's a lot of amateurs that are knockout artists in the pros, but wasn't getting knockouts in the amateurs. It's 3 rounds of playing tag.
Yeah.
So. People talking about the KOs too much. I'm like, it's not professional boxing, bro. Like, it's not easy to stop some. Look, damn, people never fought before, but it's different. It's hard to really explain it. But if you fought before, you can crack somebody with some 16s, and you will feel your knuckle go through the gloves.
Yeah.
And you fight in amateur gloves, you can crack somebody, and you do not feel your knuckle going through the gloves.
Because there's so much padding.
Yeah, it's different.
Especially the fact the international style, they do a lot back and forth and moving and all that shit. It's not like an American style. But I mean, like I said, the more I talk to people about it, and I do my research and I talk to people that's in the medical field. I truly don't think she should fight. Honestly speaking, I don't think she should fight anybody that have XX chromosome when she's legitimately have the XY chromosome, regardless of what disease she got. I know she can't help it. She can't do nothing about it. And at the same time, she still can't compete with men. She's at the end of the day, it's still different. She can have that chromosome, but she don't got that man. It's just different. She don't got that man strength. It is what it is. Like, people saying she got man strength. No, she don't. I could see it. She don't got that man strength.
It was actually a Real Sports episode about this. I think the woman was Indian. I could be wrong, but same thing. She couldn't do track and field because of that. The same exact thing, which it was unfair for the women, but at the same time, she couldn't compete with the men. And it's unfortunate, but the way of life, is when people got to grow up. Everybody can't do everything, and it sucks. But that's how it is.
That's life, bro.
There's certain things that I can't do. That's you watching this podcast. You probably could do. Like, I can't just walk around a whole bunch of cops and start cursing. I don't gotta explain why, but that's obvious. You probably could, but that's just how it is. And
That's life,
I
bro.
get it sucks, but it's just the internet. All I'm gonna say is just do your own research before you start yelling and cursing at
Yeah.
people.
My thing is
That's
though,
it, bro.
boxing is so
It's a
fucked
fight,
up.
bro.
Cause like she has over 50 something fights, whatever. She has lost, because that's that was also my other thing. So for some of y'all I have conversation with, I'm kind of reneging on this part because she has like what 9 losses to women. So obviously to women. So at first I was like, man, she has lost to women. She got smoked by women before. But again, she's also now 25.
It's different.
She's sitting on.
Sonya pointed that out. And it was a good point.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I've
Sonya.
exactly. So shout out to Sonya because I've also had a conversation with Sonya. She's another person I had a conversation with that kind of made me start thinking like, nah, yo, she is 25 years old. We peak at 26, 28. Now is where she's going to start making that tight ass fist and really start sitting on that joint and starting to hurt.
Athleticism a little bit quicker
Yeah.
and stuff.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the fact that she failed before. That should have already ruled her out of any future competitions, period. She failed, before,
It's also another fighter that's in the Olympics also.
I
Same
thought
thing.
they're supposed to fight each other, right? Or somebody said that wrong? Because I don't believe in that.
That's gonna be the fight of the century. They everybody gonna tune in. Nigga, so let me see who really got that wide cross. Nigga, see who really got that shit.
Oh, man, listen.
If they fight, I'm watching it.
I'm watching. I just want to see. I want to see. But I mean, look.
If it look, not to be funny, I want to see if it looks different from the other women competing.
Yeah.
Because if you see a man's amateur boxer fight and a woman amateur
It's
boxer
different.
fight, it's a
It's
different. So if they fight each other and it don't look any different, then it's like, all right,
Yeah.
now,
You're just talking.
yeah,
You
we
just
just
talking,
complaining
talking.
for nothing at this point.
It's just.
And I didn't feel those. The girl said that's the hardest she ever been hit. I ain't never feel that.
She
part
she
before.
haven't fought Amanda Serrano because I heard Amanda Serrano couldn't crack like a man.
But I mean, it's always going to come a point in boxing when
You know,
somebody hits
hit
you.
you
Like,
as hard-
that's the hardest I
So
ever got
I've
hit.
been hit.
That's
This
part of
man is
boxing.
always
So
it's
for the
always one
people,
person, bro.
people who don't fight that felt bad for that statement,
I-
don't get punched in the damn face, bro.
bro.
'Cause, like that shit hurt.
'Cause I'm guaranteed there's people that I spar with, they say the same shit. Oh, this is the hardest I've ever been punched. But I guarantee you spar somebody else. 'Cause I know some people that can hit a lot harder than I can. And then you'll find out that I don't hit I hit hard. But there's some people that take it to a whole different level. And just listen, at the end of the day, Shorty.
Like Skender. People ain't learn, but we gotta bring Skender on the podcast.
Hell no, we
one time.
don't.
Listen,
We're not gonna bring up my PTSD
Listen,
in
we
this.
we gotta wrap it up. But the thing about Skender, y'all can look him up. Skender hits so hard, and I'm not making this up.
Man.
He showed me how to punch harder, and I hurt my tooth, and I had to get it removed. And I'm not even exaggerating.
let me-
I didn't even get hit. Just the force of me throwing the punch so hard that it hurt my jaw, bro.
That's a cool.
That's
example.
how hard he
Let
punched.
me tell you
bro.
something.
And I didn't even get hit by him.
Listen,
The
I've been doing
teacher.
this shit for 15 years. I spar with. I've been in there with heavyweights. Obviously, heavyweights, I can obviously say they punch hard because of the weight difference. I've been there with big dude, small dude, whatever, all type. To this day, I'm gonna always say Skender is the hardest person I've ever got hit by. I got hit by him with a jab one time, and I thought, I kid you not, I kept sparring, but the whole time doing sparring, I couldn't see out I think my left eye. I swear to God, I'm not even. I put this on I thought my eye fell out my
John's
socket.
face.
If
Yo,
anybody did that to me
I
in
kid you
class,
not. Yo, I kid you not. I thought my eye fell out my socket, but I'm such a warrior. I kept sparring. I went back in the corner. I legitimately asked Jason, yo, is my eye still in my... Yo, he looked at me mad confused. Like, he was like, what do you mean? I told him, I was like, I can't feel... I told him, I can't feel that side of my face, and I think my eye fell out. Jason was mad. Yo, I swear to God, Jason was super confused. He looked at me like, your eye is still there. I was like, I can't see out the eye, bro. And mind you, this was just a jab, bro. That's all.
We gotta get an episode where we just get people who fought and sparred Skender. We just sit around, they sit around the table like, yeah, remember you hit me one time.
Support group.
Listen, I've seen Skender do some people some. I've seen Skender do people
We
dirty
gonna
with
bring
that
him
power,
on one day
bro.
because he listens to the podcast. We gonna bring him on.
Man, I already told him I got something for him now. That was a couple years ago. We sparred now. I fucking hit you with this right.
That's how you know if you're a fighter, though. You get
What?
hit like that and you still want to go.
Your reaction.
You know what I
Man,
mean?
But
listen,
amateur boxing is not. It's not a lot of people don't know. It's not a lot of fighters in amateur boxing. The
There's
sport is
different
different.
people, but a lot
Some
of people
people
don't
are there for the
understand it.
sport. They don't get
A
it.
lot of people think boxing is fighting, and it's not. Some people can box very fucking well and can't fight for shit. Because when it boils down to nitty and gritty, baby, you gotta sit down, bite down your fucking mouthpiece, and start throwing them goddamn punches, even if you know you gonna get hurt. Just gotta throw that fucking
You don't
punch,
gotta
man.
do that in amateurs. Very rare. Maybe if you got 50 fights in the amateur, you probably have to do that twice.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of them, but even because look at this, right? Going back to Khalif.
Where that he
Not you,
Imani. You
Khalif.
gotta say Imani.
Going back to a man Khalif, right? Aman Khalif. Because even she fought a girl before, no one spoke about it. But then this girl quit, and then everybody's jumping on. But yo, this girl has quit before. This is not the first time this girl has quit, bro.
Shout out to the internet for finding that.
Exactly. This is not the first time. I'm not saying, look, listen, like I said, I already said that Shorty shouldn't be fighting with the women. But we're not gonna sit down and sit and play like, yo, yeah, I stand with and Angela, whatever her name is. Bro, she's a quitter, bro, at the end of the day. Cause look, she just fought, Amon just fought another female that didn't quit. She fought. This other girl's a quitter. I'm not staying with no quitter, bro. Regardless of this is the hardest I've ever been hit. Man, she got hit in 46 seconds and said, you know what? I don't want to fight.
Nope. It's
Exactly.
in my head again. Did you imagine? No, it's not my head again. I just don't want to fight.
She don't want to fight, bro. She fought another girl from Turkey or whatever, and nothing was wrong. She just tripped on the foot and talking about my ankle. Oh, come on, son. I don't stand with quitters. At the end of the day, I still believe boxing should have definitely ruled Aman Khalif out. From the first time she
It's
failed.
too late now, though.
That's what I'm saying. The first time she failed in the World Series, that should have been it. That obviously means she's starting to. I don't want to use the word transition, but I just don't. I really don't.
Testosterone is just
Yes, it's starting to peak. It's starting to peak now. She's grown old. She's maturing, right? And that chromosome is really starting to peak. She should have been ruled out for any future events. That was it. But we seen through the whole Olympics. The whole Olympics is a shit show because you got a dude that's there that no one's speaking about. That's fucking pal. That's
Bro,
a
I
fucking
looked it up. I
rapist.
looked it up this morning. Bro,
So everybody talking about Aman Khalif when she's really a woman. Yes, the boxing fucked up on that. All right, cool. This other dude ripped a 12-year-old, I think a 12-year-old girl, right? And no one's speaking about that. Man, this whole Olympics is a shit show, to be honest. But boil down to nitty and gritty. Shorty ain't no transgender. Shorty ain't no man. She's a female that was born with a disease, and we keep it at that. If you all want to say that she shouldn't be boxing, I agree on that part. And then just move on from. But boxing is shit anyways. They still won't let her fight.
boxing this shit, man. Hopefully she come to Riyadh this season. There'll be some good fights.
Yo.
Future Legend Podcast, episode 58. We out.